Hi everyone, this is Lady T with your Scorpio check-in for April 2023. Before we get started, I just want to say thank you for your love, share, support, comments, subscribes, anything you do whatsoever to support the channel. And in return, the only thing that I want is to really be able to send you messages and put out things um, that hopefully help you in some kind of way. Um, let's go ahead and get started. So, Scorpio, I decided to do a past, present, future reading for you just to see what's going on. And so, let's get into it. So, definitely thinking about someone um, with the Dreaming of You card, perhaps someone you're not with or someone you want to be with, because usually you don't dream of people you're not with. Um, or maybe there's separation between the two of you, so that's why there's such an emphasis on the dreaming as your first card. Next, we have past events affecting the current energy. So something from the past is still having some kind of effect on what's going on in the present. And so maybe there's a recognition of this that needs to take place. But you're wanting to work together with someone and collaborate and share and have, good times kind of thing. Um, or perhaps this could be someone you work with also, but this is like akin to the Three of Pentacles. With more to the story, um, there's definitely hidden things, unrevealed things. There's definitely, this is equivalent to me to like the Seven of Swords energy, deception of some kind of sort, but also the moon, because the moon, there's hidden things with the moon card, okay? But I suspect that everything, as we all know, everything hidden, comes to the light, right? So let's go ahead and continue on. In your present, we have swipe or no swiping. So again, there's somebody who's not covering their tracks well, so the deceits, the lies, or whatever, and they're being brought to the surface during this current time because the person either can't cover their tracks anymore, or they're just too tired to cover their tracks. I don't know, there's something that's coming through about that. Next, we have shot clock in reverse, and it says, shooting a shot, time is running out. Playing games, uh, sound the alarm. It's time to make somebody or wake somebody up. Um, Playing foul, but this is in reverse. So basically, understanding that not wanting the time to run out, not wanting the opportunity to pass them by, kind of thing. So, this could be your energy or the person you're with, kind of thing, also. So, again, this could apply to you, Scorpio, or someone who's in your energy, someone you're close to. We have the date casually in the reverse. And so that tells me that whoever you're thinking about or wanting to work together with, you do not want to date them casually. This is more serious than that. Next, we have spiritual gifts. So this is about either your spiritual gifts or the person that you want to not date casually with. Um, this is about you or they loving you just for who you are, right? Loves you for you. Material shit doesn't matter. Heart over logic. Codependency. Overly attached. In y'all own world, kind of thing. So basically, to me, this is like it's like you are able to like escape from whatever the realities of the situation when you're with this person, or they are with you, or you want to take them away, take them on a trip, kind of thing, get them away, something like that. um And then stop looking in the rearview mirror is about stop looking to the past for what you need to do right now. And maybe this is something that's coming through to you because it is in the present. So not being focused on the past anymore. In the future, we have vivid dreams. So your dream state could be very, very lively, to say the least. Um, and this is going to help you also. We have co-parenting is not a competition, it's a collaboration of two homes working together with the best interest of the child at heart. Work for your kids, not against them. So there's something about children being a factor here, co-parenting, but there's a way of understanding co-parenting and how that should really, really go from a healthy standpoint, versus maybe the way you thought it should in the past. Or maybe you're having a conversation with someone you co-parent with regarding this and how this is going to work. This could also apply to maybe if they have children as well, the person that you're interested in. We have Forever My Lady. So this is about, really, really, having strong feelings for this person or they for you, wanting, long lasting, lifelong commitment, love, marriage, and so forth. There is also pregnancy, empress, and reciprocity. So perhaps maybe if you want more children, that could be a possibility. Or maybe someone in the situation is pregnant, but usually the empress is somebody who's very creative, somebody who is a producer, somebody who gives life to things. So there's lots of different messages coming in with this. Next we have put in the work, Aaliyah, try again vibes. So this is about really wanting to put in the work in the future, because how you see how deeply you feel for this individual or they for you. And then we have comedian, shits and giggles. So this is about stepping into the fun energy, the happiness, the laughing and sharing good times with one another. Now let's go ahead and get into your other messages that I pulled for you. And these could apply to anywhere in the situation, because I just pulled cards to say basically, give me some messages. So the first one, hold on just a second here. Okay, sorry, I had to take off my garment there. Here we have stand your ground. So the first one is, you know, um, maybe you're going to have to stand your ground to someone. Maybe you're going to have to stand up for yourself and speak your truth. You're going to have to put maybe some healthy boundaries in place with stand your ground. Let me see what it says on the back. It says, stand strong in your beliefs. Do not allow yourself to be swayed by the opinion of others. You know in your heart what needs to happen. Take the necessary steps to make sure it does. So, yeah, this is about putting healthy boundaries in place, being your own counsel and making decisions that are best for you, regardless of anybody else. And stepping into that selfish energy, but not selfish in a mean way, not selfish in the negative sense of selfish, but more standing your ground for what you know you want, what's right for you, kind of selfishness. Okay. Next, we have the wisdom. So, this is about using wisdom as you move forward, applying wisdom that you know you have. Again, that's why I said seeking your own counsel, because when you seek your own counsel, you're in consort with spirit. And so, therefore, you get the guidance and the um, enlightenment in that communion with spirit. So using that wisdom as you move forward. On the back it says, look to someone older and wiser for guidance with the obstacle you are currently facing. Their experience is sure to offer a new perspective and possibly even a creative solution to this problem. So really, really, um, you know, uh, to me, the seek the older person in that could be spirit. It could be somebody who is around you that you really, really trust their counsel. But again, in all things, we're coming into times where we're really going to have to learn how to trust our own counsel, trust our own connection with spirit, and get the guidance that way. So just keep that in mind. Next, we have worrying. And so perhaps this could be, be putting you in like the nine of wands energy, right? Where you're just like, worrying about every aspect of it. How is this going to go? What does this mean? How is this going to plan? How is this going to work out, kind of thing? How am I going to feel about this? How are they going to feel about it? You're just worrying. You're just over analyzing, worrying, maybe feeling very, very anxious or having a lot of anxiety about it as well. So it says here, you are wasting energy by worrying about a situation you cannot change. Trust that all is unfolding as it needs to. And until the situation resolved, try devoting more energy to the things over which you do have control. So this situation is going to be resolved, I want to say, through divine intervention and divine guidance. So, things are going to happen the way they're meant to happen, basically. And worrying really serves no purpose because you can't change what's going to happen because it's already set in stone, is what I'm getting. So maybe it's already fated or destined. Next, we have family. And so, Scorpio, family is very important to you. And, so you're considering everyone in the situation, is what I'm getting there. Be grateful for your family. They are the greatest teachers and have shaped the person you are today. We all have our differences, but try to see beyond them and honor where you come from. So, really, again, like I said, trying to take everybody into consideration. And maybe even in this situation, you see this other person like their family. And so that also is weighing heavily on your mind, or even the co-parenting situation. There's lots of different aspects to this family, right? um Next, we have laziness. And all I got with this when this first came out was comfort zone. Laziness to me doesn't always mean lazy. It means sometimes you want to stay in your comfort zone because that's what you know, and you don't want to step outside of that. There is a time and place for inaction in everyone's life, but you need to make sure that laziness is not preventing you from reaching your goals. Procrastination is a waste of precious time. Procrastination is a waste of the precious time you have to make your dreams come true. And that drives me back to the shot clock. So really just, understanding that, it's okay for you to, consider every aspect, consider everyone involved. But don't fall into this procrastination thing because you're putting more and more time on the clock, right? But not in a good way. Okay. And so this could cause you to miss out if don't understand, that it's okay to consider some things, but when it gets you to the point where you don't take any action and you need to, then that's where the comfort zone falls in, because you're comfortable where you are. And so therefore taking action means you're going to step out of your comfort zone and do something differently. And this is because if you want to be happy, you're going to have to do something different that you are currently doing. And you do want happiness. That wouldn't come out if you didn't. So it says, share your happiness, smile, laugh out loud, and celebrate. You will lift the spirits of those around you. So this is about. This brings me right here to the comedian shits and giggles card, and just really, stepping into happiness, knowing what is going to make you happy and going for it. Next, we have bewilderment. Um, some of these pictures on these cards just make me laugh because this kitten is looking at this like squirrel, like what the hell, So bewilderment, the thing that I'm getting here is bewilderment, maybe perhaps at the circumstances and what is going on, and finally, um, being. I was just getting some things coming in, so give me a minute. Um, Perhaps having something happen that sort of like wakes you up. I don't know why I'm getting that message, but the way that this kitten is looking at the squirrel is like, where the hell did you come from? that kind of thing. And what do you want? I mean, it's funny. I don't know. Okay, so it says in today's frenetic world, it's not uncommon to be left feeling a little bewildered by a strange new encounter, unexpected outcome, or surprising discovery. Trust that you've gained the needed experience to be able to ride any waves that rock your boat. Remind yourself to pause occasionally when life seems to be asking a lot of you and just breathe and relax. You got this. So don't let the anxiety overtake you, regardless of what happens. Just really, really ride the wave, stay in the flow. And that's why I got that message about like, who the hell are you and where'd you come from? It's just like, how'd you get in here or something like that. I don't know what it is, but it's hilarious. I mean, the energy is funny. Okay, this one too, I laugh every time I see this card because I just know how dogs look when they're wet, and it's almost like they have like this huge hair dryer that's blowing on them in this picture, and it just makes me laugh. But this is about perseverance and keeping true to yourself, but also keep moving, keep going forward. Okay, persevere through the challenging times, the ups and downs, or whatever. Keep going. So here we have perseverance is the only way you will get through this situation. It may seem like an impossible task, but you need to have faith in in your original intentions and see this project through to the end. Take heart in the many times in your life where you have felt like giving up, but instead you persevered and were ultimately successful. So this is about almost coming to the end of something, right? Persevering through the most difficult piece, which is like that last mile. If you're on, climbing up a mountain, it's that last, you know, um, part of the mountain on the side where you can see the top now. Okay, so persevering to the end, so that you can have the success that you want. Dare to be different. So this is about being your authentic self. This is about not being afraid to be unique, not being afraid that this situation, this love that you want with this person, may be seen as, different to other people. That maybe there's some differences between the two of you that are probably very markedly um, different when people look at you together. I mean, you and the other person. But it's okay. Dare to be different also to me is about, again, stepping out of the comfort zone and stepping into your north node, which is about your authentic self, which is about going for whatever you want to go for, relationships, life, whatever. um, but dare to be different just speaks to um, breaking cycles also. That's the other thing I keep getting, breaking cycles, generational curses, that kind of thing. That's what's coming through there. So we have unlock your unique potential by thinking outside the square. Celebrate the traits that make you stand out from the crowd. Be proud of the distinctive set of attributes and qualities that combine to make you your 1 in 7 billion. So yeah, so this is really being very grateful for the lessons that you've gone through, your journey, and how they've shaped you to be the person you are today, and how they'll continue to shape you as you move forward. So here we have we have don't panic. So even when I don't know, when the anxiety hits is what I'm getting here. Don't panic, just breathe through it. Take some deep breaths, center yourself, calm yourself. Because this panic is, this kitten is a cute little kitten, but you see how the hair is standing out. So it's like, even though if you were to first look at them without really paying too much attention, you would think they're perfectly fine. They're just sitting there. But you can see by their body language and how the anxiety, whatever, is causing their fur to be on end. And if you look at their eyes, even they're looking like, okay, I'm not sure if I can do this. It's interesting energy. So feeling bewildered by an unexpected turn of events. Don't panic. Take a moment to gather your thoughts and consider the options on the table in your own time. Life doesn't always go as we plan it to, but your experience shows you always find a way to land on your feet. Trust yourself. And with the trust yourself, I would say definitely trust yourself and your relationship to spirit. So if you're not sure what to do, always go within, to get the answers. And then we have the gift of giving. This is like the Six of Pentacles, reciprocity. This is a even, um, where you're giving, and you're receiving also in that giving. It's just that continual, infinity, of that. I just get the infinity symbol. It's like that constant way, the energy and how it flows. There's just sort of, that I'm trying to convey what I see. What I see is like the infinity symbol going back and forth like this, where you are, it's just, um, continual. There is no, it's just the way it's going to be. It's just the way you want it to be is also coming through too. You want this, giving. You want to be giving, and you want to also, be given to. So that reciprocity, that's what keeps coming through. It says the gift of giving is a gift that gives back. Indulge in the pleasure of giving freely to those you love, and even practice little acts of kindness to strangers. Bask in the joy of giving and notice the good that comes back to you. Remember to also give to yourself to restore and boost your own energy. With this last piece with giving to yourself, you want to make sure, number one, that you are, not trying to fill someone else's cup from your own empty cup. Okay, because then what you're going to do is you're going to continually deplete yourself, and then really run out of, anything to make sure that you're taken care of. So, and in the giving, just don't give it all away is what I'm being, told to, um, tell you there. Always make sure that there is a reservoir, if you will, where you share and you give, but you don't deplete the reservoir, if that makes any sense. So it's like, the Nine of Pentacles cards, right? Where you see the person has nine pentacles, and then they can give away, like six, but they always keep three. It's like having a rainy day fund, or, always a, reserve is what I'm getting there. And then the last one is learn. So really learning from the situation, learning from your journey up to this point, learning from each other, in the relationship or the situation, and using that wisdom as you move forward. Learning lessons is what I'm also getting here. Now, you can learn a great deal by sitting back and observing what is taking place around you. Pay attention to everything you see and hear in the next few days. There's a valuable lesson in it for you. So again, I think that, there's going to be some epiphanies, coming through for you, over the next few days, maybe a couple of weeks, whatever. Because usually when I watch readings, they typically don't reflect the time period right at that moment. They're usually, like 2 weeks. They reflect what maybe happened in the past. They maybe reflect what's happening in the present. But if they're talking futuristic, what I find is that that's typically like a couple of weeks out. But because each person's on their timelines, a couple of weeks out for one person could be, 2, 3 months for another. So that's why you hear a lot of readers say that the readings are timeless, because they're really, you can't put a specified time frame for everyone, because of the differences in the timelines. So, I do hope that, this helped you, Scorpio, because this is just, like I said, a quick check in. Didn't want this to go too long. So I do, wish you the best and much love and light, Lady T.